The legendary Emelianenko battled in his final fight on Saturday in the main event of Bellator 290, when he was defeated by heavyweight champion Ryan Bader by first-round knockout. Dana White was questioned about his opinions on Emelianenko's last fight later that evening. Here is what he said. "Listen, what is the guy, like 46? He shouldn't be fighting. But he's a grown-ass man who can do whatever he wants to do, but yeah, he probably should have hung it up a few years ago. I don't dislike Fedor or anything like that. He's retiring tonight and all that stuff, but you guys know the deal with interviews with me. I never thought Fedor was that great. I mean, he got knocked out by middleweight Dan Henderson. I think some of the guys in the business, people liked him, so they praised him. He never got to test himself over here. I was never one of the guys that thought he was one of the greatest of all time." Israel Adesanya's second knockout loss to Alex Pereira, in Robert Whittaker's opinion, may reduce the pressure on the former champion going into their rematch, or it could include much more. In kickboxing, Pereira and Adesanya have a long-standing rivalry. The second time, Pereira defeated Adesanya by stunning knockout. Due to those two battles, Pereira was quickly promoted to Adesanya in MMA, where it repeated once again at UFC 281. The stylebender was defeated by Pereira by a comeback TKO in the 5th round. Here is what Whittaker said about their upcoming fight on Believe You Me podcast with Michael Bisping. "They're phenomenal fighters. Just the skill caliber of that fight. I expected to see that sort of fight, which was more or less a kickboxing match with small gloves, with a little dash of MMA thrown in. Just a dash, not too much. And that's what we got, of the highest caliber. It truly was a really good fight to watch. You saw Pereira fight through adversity in the first round, you saw the fight drag out, you saw how the fighters themselves started to change when they started landing shots. Honestly, I left the fight after watching it. It was a good fight to watch, but I left the fight really understanding these two guys are absolute killers in the division. If we look at the fight just from a mental perspective, I believe Adesanya had a better chance last fight. But in saying that, maybe now that the worst has happened again, it frees him up for the next one. You see where it can swing both ways really easily. It can either swing one way where it frees him up, the worst has happened, whatever, he gets in there mentally free. Or, he's worried about it happening again with the small gloves because it has happened. Honestly, skill-wise, he could have beat him last time." Thanks for watching. If you're a fan of MMA, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, so you never miss an update. Also leave a comment below with your thoughts on today's news. Keep supporting the sport, and we'll see you in the next one.